Hello there, this is Miriam, chronic pain coach at Pain Outside the Box, and today I'm going to be recommending a simple technique, especially for those of you who have been trying some mind-body work and who are finding that it's not working for them, or for those of you who haven't been able to find a consistent practice that is helping them on their healing journey. I'd like to introduce you to the technique of expressive writing, which is actually research-backed. There's multiple research showing that expressive writing, simple as it sounds, can help decrease chronic symptoms, their intensity, their persistence, and also can decrease inflammation markers in the body, which are usually responsible for creating all sorts of symptoms. So why isn't the research all out there? Why doesn't everyone know that expressive writing works? Well, my guess would be that it sounds too simple. People think that it sounds simplistic, and people resist writing down their emotions. So I think those two factors are the main obstacles to trying expressive writing consistently. Personally, this kind of writing helped me tremendously in my own healing journey. It helped me get from debilitating pain to pain-free in around 6 weeks, together with other knowledge and insights. Okay, so expressive writing tends to work for chronic symptoms when you already know that your symptoms have a psychological element, that they're mind-body symptoms, and that it's now up to you to deal with those emotions that are fueling your symptoms. So how do you do expressive writing correctly? I would just recommend starting with 5 to 15 maximum minutes per day, just writing down anything that's weighing heavily on your mind. So typically, it will be something that makes you either really angry, really scared, or worried. And you do this not by planning how you're going to write it, or not by thinking, but just by letting those thoughts flow. So you would start with the first thought that comes to your mind. It could be any kind of thought about anyone who's bothered you or annoyed you today. You can start with that. And just write down exactly how it feels like. So if you are irritated with someone, you can say it. You're free to say it. You don't need to sugarcoat it. You don't need to try to be nice or positive about it. You just say what comes to mind, your first inclination about it. So sometimes you might find that you're going to use very powerful language about how you hate this or that, how this person annoyed you, and so on. It's just about writing down all those thoughts that tend to be repetitive in your mind, that are weighing on your mind today, just writing them down. It could be about the same topic, so your writing could all be a commentary, or rather like an expression of how you're feeling about the same subject, or it could be about different things that come to mind. You could start by writing about certain problems you have at work and end up by writing about something that really bothers you in your relationship with someone. That's totally fine, as long as it feels like you're unloading those thoughts onto a piece of paper or onto your laptop. Once you feel that you've unloaded anything that has come to your mind, you just tear up the paper, throw it away, delete the document, and just get on with your day. It sounds very simple, but through the process of actually writing down those thoughts and feelings, you're creating a sense of separation. You're no longer holding on to those thoughts and the emotions that they're creating in your body. The same emotions that might be fueling that inflammation, those changes that are causing unpleasant symptoms. You're creating a sense of separation instead. You're using your conscious mind to write down those thoughts, and that's a sort of transformation. The brain gets it that something is processing. There's a separation. So the theory is that that's why this works, because you're kind of unloading, separating a little bit from those thoughts and emotions, and it's a process that obviously will help you regulate your nervous system as you're no longer feeling so weighed down. Now, it might be the case in the beginning that you're still going to feel weighed down after you do expressive writing, It could be the case that you still continue thinking about the same problems and issues. It doesn't matter. Try it consecutively for a month. Just the next day, come back to your writing and write down those thoughts and feelings again, if that happens. It need only take 5 minutes out of your day. After that, forget about it. Forget about looking for any specific result from it, and just live your life, do whatever is next. So if you've never implemented this practice or anything similar consistently, and you have chronic symptoms, I would really encourage you to give it a try. It could be a game changer for you, as it's been for so many people. But what it requires is that discipline to just sit down every day and do it. And that's why it can be so hard. A lot of people also tell me that it hasn't, these kind of journaling or expressive exercises haven't worked for them. It could be the case with having written about the past. Only when you just write about the past, it might cause certain really negative emotions and feelings to come up. So it's important actually, if you're writing about the past, to write about how you're feeling now about this issue. How is it affecting you now? What are your thoughts about it now? Right? And it could be that, yes, certain symptoms will come up when you write about a topic. When you write about a particular topic, that is normal. Is because certain emotions have been buried so deep inside of you that they are now coming to the surface, and your conscious brain is resisting them, is trying to push them back. So it's trying to create pain or symptoms to distract you from those painful emotions. But typically this doesn't last long. If you persist, if you just write down whatever comes up and persist day after day, typically the symptoms will lessen. You just have to be consistent with it. So try it out, see how it turns out for you, and feel free to let me know in the comments how that goes. So expressive writing, you can look it up on Google, you can look up the research. I will also paste a link to some of the research in the video's description, just to show you that this is research backed, this works. So it will do no harm, absolutely no harm for you to try it out alongside any other modalities or any other treatments that you're taking for your chronic pain. Just incorporate this, start with it, and see where it leads you to. That's all from me for today, and I wish you a lovely week ahead. Bye.